So I created that interior wall style with my 1/2 inch drywall, and then I used the line tool to draw a reference line, and then I just duplicated and moved my interior walls along. Now, if I just use my selection tool and select the wall and extend it, it auto joins the wall like so. There is different settings for that. What I can also do is there's this wall join tool. So this wall join tool, or option J, I can select that, and I can see that there's different mode menus along the top. So I can do T join mode, I can do L join, I can do X join, and I can either do it uncapped or capped. I want to do uncapped. And right now I'm going to go along and just join all these walls. So I'm going to actually do T join. So I selected my T-join. I can just hover over that wall and then click the wall that I want to join to, and I can just go around and then join all my walls. I can even do this one over here, and then I can do these ones to this wall. And for this one, I'm just going to extend it. So I can see that if I want to do an X join, here, this doesn't actually represent, there's not going to be drywall on the inside of our stud cavity here. So again, if I press option J or my wall join tool, I can choose this X join mode. And by choosing that X join mode, I select both walls, they're highlighted. It then better represents what that's actually going to look like. Now, when I did that, though, I can see that it breaks. This wall is one full wall section still. It breaks up this cross wall into 2 pieces. And now if I want to move these walls, for instance, I want to make sure that if I want to maintain these wall joins, I need to, in my selection tool, enable this connected walls mode. And now I can move my wall and it maintains those joins. I can, if I zoom out, it maintained these T-joins and shortened those lengths of those walls. Now, here I actually don't want it to look like that. So under the wall join, there's the component join tool, or shift option J. And I can see there's a T-join, L-join, or a cap T-join. I want this component to join with this component, and when it did that, it trimmed off that section and better represented how that wall is joined there. So sometimes it's going to join it, and sometimes, for instance, if for instance I wanted to play around, it wouldn't actually be like this, but I want this component to join to that component, then I can hover over the component, it's highlighted in red, and then select the component that I want it to join to. So it's joined in this case, the gypsum board or drywall with the sheathing. I want my stud to join with my stud, and now that's okay. So that's the wall join tool and the component join. I can also, our join command, I'll take this just a bit further. So right now these walls aren't joined. I could use my wall join tool and do an L join, but I can also use my join command, or command J, which is under my modify menu. I can select both walls. So with my selection tool, I hold shift to select both walls. It says 2 walls up in my object info palette, and now if I press command J, it now does an L join with those walls. I can only use command J with L joins, I can't do it with T-joins or anything like that. Now, sometimes when we move our walls, hopefully I can do this and it will work. Nah, it didn't work. So it self-healed that where there was that little join, remember the drywall is cut here. And when I moved this wall out of the way, it did replace it. I want to try and make it so that it doesn't, and even that, it was a miter. See, so to join an L, to make an L joint, it miters that corner, and I moved it. You can see as I'm moving it, it's still a miter, but I let go and it self-heals. Now, sometimes it's not gonna be, it will make a mistake and not grab it. If I need to, I can use this remove wall breaks tool. And if I select that, there's no actually modes for this. I'm just gonna draw a marquee around the portion of the wall that I want to heal, and it will remove those wall breaks. I don't actually have any wall breaks that I can show you right now. I'll try and play and see if I can make things get messed up. Any questions?
This might be something that you would do if you